So, you agree that the NDDC has been a corrupt agency?
Some have described it as a cesspool of corruption.
No. I want to know what you describe it as.
Of course, it's a failure.
Okay. And you agree that it needs sanitizing?
Of course.
So now that the report is here, why is PANDEF's position one of resistance?
Now, let me specifically say this. PANDEF, at its leadership meeting in Uyo in October 2019, incidentally at the same time that this forensic audit directive was given by Mr. President, publicly at that time welcomed the forensic audit. And we had asked that it should be thorough, it should be comprehensive, there should be no sacred cows, and after the audit, the report should be made public. And the names of those who have impoverished the Niger Delta that have kept us in this state should be made public, should be published. And that's our position. But unfortunately, after about 3 years of a process, the statements that came out during the presentation of that report by the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs to the Honorable Minister of Justice, Attorney General of the Federation, is quite disturbing and disappointing.
What part of it disturbs you?
The announcement that 6 trillion naira had been received by NDDC.
Okay.
The announcement that over 13,000 projects have been abandoned, compromised. We don't know what compromise means. And the statement by the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs that one of the recommendations of the audit report is that NDDC should be downsized and that board members should be on part-time. That's ridiculous, because what that represents is that the auditors did not study the act establishing the NDDC. If they did, that recommendation wouldn't have come up. So we are saying that we could, with all sense of responsibility, conclude that there was no forensic audit. Some persons sat in an hotel room or wherever they were and came up with concoctions of guesses, of hearsay and guesstimations. That's what we're saying.
So you're saying that the position of PANDEF is based on statements made by the ministers?
Statement made by the ministers with perhaps references to the content of the report.
Yeah, but we've not seen the full content yet. Don't you think patience should be employed at this point?
It's not about patience. One thing we need to know is this. After that presentation, the next day, all major news outlets, platforms, newspapers in the country, front page headlines, 6 trillion fraud in Niger Delta. And then it was followed by fallacious publications being circulated on social media about 6 trillion wasted, over 13,000 projects abandoned. And then we saw flyers of names of people who they assumed to be indicted by the report. Now, all that is fallacy. This report, by our analysis and examination, is determined to discredit the Niger Delta people.
What is the source of your analysis? Where did you get your information?
From because the facts are clear concerning 6 trillion from the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation. And this information we've given out, of course, could also be assessed with the National Assembly Committees on Appropriation and NDDC, and of course the Budget Office of the Federal Ministry of Finance. Now, we are surprised that after that misleading and false information was released, nobody had come up to say, look, this is not correct. We're in a country where it seems everybody has been boxed into a corner and people are scared of speaking out.